fire were demons and souls in human form, like transparent burning embers, all blackened or burnished bronze, floating about in the fire, now raised into the air by the flames that issued from within themselves, together with great clouds of smoke now falling back on every side, like sparks in huge fires, without weight or equilibrium, amid shrieks and groans of pain and despair, which horrified us and made us tremble with fear. The demons could be distinguished by their terrifying and repellent likeness to frightful and unknown animals, black and transparent like burning coals. Terrified, we looked up at Our Lady, who said to us so kindly and so sadly, "You have seen hell, where the souls of poor sinners go. To save them, God wishes to establish in the world devotion to my Immaculate Heart." Our Lady of Fatima tells us, "More souls go to hell for sins of the flesh than for any other sin." She also stated, "Many marriages are not good. They do not please our Lord and are not of God." Sister Lucia of Fatima stated, "Taking into account the behavior of mankind, only a small part of the human race will be saved." Lucia relates to us her conversation with Jacinta. "Jacinta, what are you thinking of?" Jacinta replied, "About the war which will come. So many people will die, and almost all of them will go to hell. Our Lord tells us that few are saved. Lord, are there few that are saved? But he said to them, Strive to enter by the narrow gate, for many, I say to you, shall seek to enter, and shall not be able." Luke 13:23. "Enter ye in at the narrow gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there are who go in thereat. How narrow is the gate, and strait is the way that leadeth to life, and few there are that find it." Matthew 7:13. 1 Peter 4:18 says, "And if the just man shall scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?" It is not that God does not love men, but men do not love God. It is not so much what men do, but what they fail to do that sends them to hell. It is not so much that they were bad, but more the case that they weren't good enough. On the Last Judgment, we will first describe the resurrection of the good, and then that of the damned. Awakened by the solemn sound of the trumpet, all the souls of the just will come down from heaven, and accompanied by their guardian angels to take themselves to the spot where their remains were interred. The graves will be open, and in them the bodies will be seen lying, incorrupt but yet lifeless. The body of every good man will rest in the grave as if he were asleep. Then through the power of God, the body will be reunited to the soul, and in that same instant return to life. What will be the astonishment of the body when it finds itself alive again, and molded in so beauteous a form? Soul and body will greet each other lovingly and embrace each other affectionately with heartfelt emotion. The soul will speak thus to the body, "How earnestly I have longed for thee, how I have desired to see this day. Now I will conduct thee to the regions of heavenly bliss, that we may rejoice together forevermore." And the body will answer, "Welcome, dearest soul. It is indeed a heartfelt joy to be with thee again. The greater the pain our past separation caused me, the greater the delight our present reunion affords." Thus body and soul will rejoice together with inexpressible satisfaction. Then the holy guardian angels will congratulate these blessed beings and exult with them over their joyous resurrection. In all cemeteries and places where many persons are buried, the blessed will arise first with resplendent glorified bodies. Jesus Christ's words state, "Wonder not at this, for the hour cometh, wherein all that are in the grave shall hear the voice of the Son of God. And they that have done good things shall come forth to the resurrection of life, but they that have done evil unto the resurrection of judgment." And as in every graveyard there are many persons to rise again, and among these a considerable number will be good and just, imagine the pleasure it will be to see one another again, arrayed in such shining, glorious bodies. The resurrection of the wicked will follow immediately upon that of the just. But oh, how different will it be! In every burying ground all the lost souls will assemble whose bodies have been interred there, and they will be compelled again to assume them and reunite themselves to them. What will be the reluctance, the disgust wherewith they will do this? When the soul sees her own body, she will shrink back from it with the utmost repulsion. So hideous will it be, and she will feel that she had rather go straight to hell than again unite herself to it. For the bodies of the reprobates will resemble devils more than men. So frightful, so loathsome, so offensive will they be. Yet however the soul resists and opposes the reunion of her body, now so hideous, she must submit to it, for God compels her to it. Then the soul will say, Thou accursed body, I have already for several hundred years had to endure the torments of hell, and now I must return with thee to everlasting burning. Thou art to blame for all this misfortune. I gave thee good counsels, but you wouldn't follow them. Therefore you are lost forever. Alas for me, unhappy soul that I am! Alas for me, now and forevermore. And their bodies will be so hideously ugly, so disgusting in appearance, that they will shudder at the sight of one another. Who can describe the mourning that will prevail among these suffering creatures? Bethink thyself, whoever you are who hears this, what awful despair would seize upon thee if thou were among the number of these lost souls. Alas, what have we done? Woe to us, most miserable ones! Cursed be thou, my wife, who did provoke me to sin. Cursed be you, my children, who are the cause of my damnation. Cursed be you, my friends and acquaintances, for you are the occasion of this calamity that has come upon me. Cursed forever be all those who have been partners of my life and partners of my sin. Whenever you pass by the cemetery, the place in which you live, remember that you will be laid to rest in the grave until the general resurrection. Wherefore make good use of the brief period of life, that thou may be numbered among the just, and arise with them to everlasting blessedness, and not with the damned to everlasting torments. Then will come the final sentence at the last judgment. First will come the accuser, the devil. St. Augustine says, The devil will stand before the tribunal of Christ. He will charge us to our face with all that we have done, the day and the hour in which we have sinned. He will recite the words of thy profession, that is to say, he will bring forward our own promises, in which we have afterwards failed, and he will charge us with all our sins, pointing to the day and the hour in which we have committed them. Then he will say to the judge, Lord, he left thee, who has died to save him, and he made himself my slave. Therefore he belongs to me. But let us proceed. Now comes the sentence. Jesus Christ will first turn to the elect and address to them those consoling words. Come ye blessed of my Father, possess the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. When it was revealed to St. Francis of Assisi that he was among the elect, he was beside himself with joy. What joy will it be then to hear the judge say, Come ye blessed children, come to the kingdom prepared for you. For you there are no more pains, no more fears. You are and shall be safe forever. On the other hand, the damned, turning to Jesus Christ, will say to him, And we wretches, what will become of us? The eternal judge will say, As for you, since you have renounced and despised my grace, depart from me, you cursed, into the everlasting fire. Depart from me, for I will neither see nor hear you any more. Go and go with my curse upon you, since you have despised my blessing. And where, O Lord, are these miserable wretches to go? Into the fire, to hell, to burn both soul and body. And for how many years, or for how many ages? For all eternity, as long as God shall be God. After this sentence, the damned, says St. Ephrem, shall bid farewell to the angels, the saints, their relations, and to Our Lady. Farewell, ye just. Farewell, heaven. Farewell, fathers and children, since we shall never more behold you. Farewell also, O Mary, Mother of God. And thus, in the